Okay, so we're famous here for doing things before we're ready. So that's what's going on right now. I wanted to get this up. I wanted to make this a video because I wanted this to go on YouTube because I wanted it to be able to be seen by more people. Um, because I am effectively a nobody, and that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. But more importantly, Swamp Witch vibes today, as always. So what's going on right now is I am trying to get the links set up for the rest of this post. The rest of it's drafted. I've also got to find some pictures I like. I'm gonna reach out to the person this is about and be like, "Hey, look," because that's what I try to do. And we're gonna have some lemon water because we're late on doing like everything for today. Cheers. So, for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Aradia, your resident witch and creator who goes over to Radi's hand and Danae's divine, where I create myth, magic, and meaning for your everyday life through art, intuition, and energy work. And I am bringing back something that I haven't done in a really, really long time. It is called Share the Love. So, back in the day, when I used to post regularly on Facebook, before like shit happened, every week I would do a Share the Love post, and I had a running list of people's work that I loved, that I thought was great, that was awesome, and I would share their work. And then, you know, I stopped posting regularly on Facebook, and kind of like I don't use social media really heavily now. Like, I've never used it heavily for anything personal. And what I was using it for, which was mainly for work, I like barely use now. So there's that. But I put this in my potluck post. Now, something special about this post, generally speaking, for my potluck posts, they're not for public consumption. It's like a little peek into me and my world and things that I do. Because I'm trying to spread the love about other people, I do want this to be public, so it is. So this is going to be like one of the few, if any, others even exist, that is public. And that's just the whole purpose is because I want people to actually see it. I don't want it to be behind a paywall. I don't want it to be hard to find. These posts are going to be really, really sporadic because the list I have right now is actually rather short. I haven't gone like hunting, looking for more makers. And maybe we're going to start doing that now. I don't know. Maybe. I gotta find people when I find people. That's how that works out. So, first of all, let's get my mouse seat where I can reach it, because like it's way over there. It always is. It always is. And like I don't know what my computer is doing. Like always. Yeah. So any day now would be great. Okay. So we're just gonna get started. Also, like, I'm recording this video at like 2 o'clock, which is when I posted, so I'm like super late. So, who I'm gushing about this time around is Yolonda Jordan of My Pretty Brown Doll. Now, I met Yolonda, I think I met her on Periscope. I think so. I met her before she wrote her book. I met her before she started like teaching classes and doing workshops. I think I met her before some of her notable patterns came out. And so I had the privilege of having known her, you know, through a lot of this journey, like, you know, from the point that she started putting herself out there. And because I know her, I know a bunch of other makers, and I got to meet some other people, which I think is like even better, right? So for me, why it's important to spread the love. It's important to like point in the direction of other artists. In the artistic community, sometimes there can be some backbiting and competition, and then outsiders will want to pit people against each other by saying, oh, well, could you make this design by this other person that I don't want to pay? Like, it's shit like that. That's not okay. That's not cool. So I think it's really important for us as creators, makers, artists to support one another. I also think it's really important for us to amplify voices. And the difference here is that, you know, when you're amplifying a voice, you're not speaking for somebody. You're directing people to them and letting people know about them so they can speak for themselves. Now, due to the nature of these posts, for the most part, I'm doing something like a little bit of both. Like, I'm telling you why I like this person, and then I'm saying, go check them out. Like, this is where you find them. Because I don't want to talk over people, but I do want to put you in their direction. And then you finding out why I like them maybe makes you go and check them out, because you're like, oh, I like that stuff too. Right? So, like, that's kind of the whole point. But supporting other women, supporting other Black people, supporting other Black women is really important. Because I don't have a lot of ties to the groups that I belong to. Visually speaking, I don't look like I belong in those places. And so it's really important to me to, like, maintain those bonds. And part of that is by feeding them, paying attention to them, you know, whatnot. So Yolanda makes my pretty brown doll. That is her business. The first doll I saw from her was the Mia pattern, which, if I like, patterns or the links that are going to be at the bottom are going to be dependent upon what, like, I can find and, like, where stuff is, because it's been a while. Like so many other things, you know, she's changed, her work has evolved. It's moved to some different places. I'm actually getting acquainted. That's what I'm, like, waiting on right now, is all the links. And, like, linking everything that I, like, want to pinpoint and highlight. But Mia was her, like, one of the original doll patterns she came out with. And Mia had a personality. And then she made the mini Mia, which is just, like, adorable, and I want one so bad. She made the Afro Puff Keychain. She made the Curvy Doll pattern, and at one point she made a book. And I need all of these things. I actually I wanted to start a giant Mia, and I didn't get very far with it, because I love to start things. I'm not so good at finishing them. Like, when it doesn't have a deadline or, like, money attached to it. So, like, if I have an order I have to fill, I'm much more likely to finish it sooner than if it's, like, just something I want to do. So, yes. So, all of those things that I just mentioned that I can find, I've already found the book. I've got it on Amazon and on Barnes & Noble. So, whichever one you want to patronize, I've got them both there. And there's the digital and physical copy of this book in both places. So, you know, whatever works for you. Pardon me. So, whatever works for you. But, yeah. So, what I'm hoping to have in this post below, I know this post is really short, but, like, I want you to go discover their work for yourself. But I'm going to have I'm going to try and find a picture of Yolanda that I, you know, can use. And some of their pieces, either things I've mentioned here, or just, like, favorite things I've seen them do. And there you go. That's it. Like, that's it. This is not a terribly long post, and it doesn't need to be. Go look at her stuff. Go check out the links in the post below. Go, you know, buy something from her. Take a class or workshop, you know, what have you. But I hope that you enjoyed this post. I hope that this is informative for you, and you found another person to, you know, check out online and follow and become a huge fan of. And that's it. I know I'm a little out of, like, practice being on camera, I guess. Like, I'm not, but I am. I'm also, like, tired. Always tired. So there's that. So my question for you is, do you know Yolanda? What do you love about their work? And then, you know, who else do you admire? You know, who else's work do you love? What about it? Do you have any artists or makers or creators that you would like to suggest to me that I should check out, that everybody else in the comments should check out, like whatever. Drop a comment below. I would love to hear from you. And like I said, there's gonna be pictures in the post as soon as I like get things to work. Everything's like, I don't want to do stuff. And I have so much to do today too. Like, I have to go get FOOD for the DOG. I have to like do so many things. I've done a little bit, but it really feels like I haven't done anything, which is always the case. Yeah, that's always what happens. Let's see what else. I'm looking at my notes. I'm trying to find out what I'm trying to read. I'm gonna have glasses soon, y'all. I want y'all to know that. I'm gonna be actually able to see really soon. And it's gonna be great. And it's gonna be weird because I don't know what I'm gonna do when I can actually fucking see. I'm probably still gonna like reflexively try to squint and like lean forward so I can see things better, even though I'm not gonna need to. I'm also gonna find out like what's wrong with my hearing too. There's all kinds of things that are happening that have nothing to do with anything. I'm just really excited. So we'll talk about those more later, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. But pictures, links. So the links, I'm gonna link all of Yolonda's social media, her website, and the book, and anything else that I can like find that's like, ooh, what's this? Now, if you search her on the internet, you're gonna see a bunch of websites that have talked about her. I'm skipping all those. Like, you can go find those. I want to direct you directly to her and her work. So there you go. Also linked below my websites, my social media, and that's it. Like, that's it. It's just, you know, that's it. That's it. So, because you stayed to the end of this video, I do want to take a moment and share with you what we're going to do tomorrow. If I can get to my stuff. So, okay, so tomorrow is a stash cast, and we are going to be talking about needle tatting tools. So, that's your by the way, hey. So if you're interested in needle tatting and whatnot, and you've been following that series this whole time, just the tatting series, it's happening tomorrow. It's gonna be wrapped up soon, by the way. Like, I'm getting to like the end of what I have to share, which means we're gonna switch gears into something else, which is gonna be interesting, because I have like a lot of stuff there. So anyway, that's it. That's all I have to say. So if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, I'm pretty sure there is a YouTube channel linked below for Yolonda Jordan, and if there is, you should go follow her too there. Like and subscribe, everybody. And while you're at it, consider coming over to Patreon to join me if you'd like to become part of the fan. One of my little railings. Where you will get to see other things that I do not share with just anybody, and that's like that's the secret squirrel place to be, to like see what's going on. And don't forget, you can also find me on Twitch and various other places on the internet as well. So long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for watching this video. I know, wild, wonderful, weird me is always a sight to see. And I will see y'all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed tomorrow. I can't believe the weekend's half over. Wow. Toodles!